So let's talk about productivity software. Okay. Productivity and business software lets you perform various tasks required at home, school, and at work. All right, we have proprietary software like Microsoft Office and Apple iWork. Okay. We have open source software such as LibreOffice. Okay. There's also Apache OpenOffice, and those are totally free. And then we have web-based software. So Microsoft Office Online, not free. We have Google Docs, which is totally free. There's Zoho and ThinkFree, just to list some of the web-based options. Right. Word processing software is used to create and edit documents, like your research papers, class notes, resumes. Microsoft Word is the most popular word processing program that you can buy and install on your computer. If you're looking for something more affordable, you might want to try an open source software like Writer, okay, which is a word processing program from the Apache OpenOffice suite. Spreadsheet software lets you make calculations and perform numerical analyses. Excel, of course, is the number one example of spreadsheet software, and it's actually a really sought after job skill. So Excel is a good one to know. If you're looking for, again, a free option, OpenOffice has Calc, which works great also. Okay. One benefit of spreadsheet software is that it can automatically recalculate all formulas and functions in a spreadsheet when values for some of the inputs change, like the way I talked about in the Excel Lab lecture. Presentation software. So examples would be PowerPoint, obviously, like what I'm using right now. Okay. Some tips for designing good presentations. Use images. It's nice to not just have to look at text all the time as someone, who's actually like watching the presentation. Okay. Be careful with color. You don't want to get all crazy with color. Make sure everything is readable. Use bullets for key points. The recommended limit is 4 to 6 bulleted points per slide. You don't want to have like 12 bullets on there. Okay. Consider font size and style. Again, keep things nice and easy to read. All right. And then keep your animation and the background audio to a minimum, because that stuff can get distracting. Database software. We have Oracle. You have Microsoft Access. We have something we use like here in our database class in computer science is MySQL. Okay. And these are really powerful applications that let you store and organize data. Spreadsheet applications are easy to use for simple tasks like sorting, filtering, and organizing data. But if you have like a big database, you're probably going to want to go with some actual database software. And traditional databases are organized into fields, records, and tables. And as you can see here from the picture, a field is like the data category, so first name. Okay. A record is the group of related fields. Here we go. And then the table is a group of related records, so the whole table itself. And you can see here, look at that, Excel 2013, see? So I tell you, you don't have to upgrade to the latest software. As far as note-taking software, there's Microsoft OneNote. That's a pretty popular note-taking and organizational tool you can use for research, for brainstorming, for collaboration. You can organize your notes into these different tabbed sections. You can access notes from other Microsoft Office applications. And then there's a free online version called Evernote. And this one lets you take notes via the web, via your phone or your computer. And then it allows you to sync your notes between your devices. So that's super nice too. And then you can share your notes with other Evernote users for easy collaboration. So most of these productivity suites contain some form of personal information manager software, okay, or PIM. And this software helps you to manage your email, helps you to manage your contacts, your calendars, and your tasks. Outlook is the most widely used personal information manager. Okay. Yahoo and Google also include coordinating calendars and contacts, sort of pretty similar to Outlook. Okay. And ToodleDo is a free program that coordinates well with Microsoft Outlook. And OmniFocus is a more full-featured option if you're using a Mac. Okay, and here's their picture of Outlook here. So if you have Outlook installed on your machine, you have you can set up reminders, you have your email inbox here, your calendars on here, you add things on there, schedule meetings, put deadlines in, things like that. Keep yourself organized. Some of the features of productivity software, we have wizards, okay? And the wizard just walks through the steps that are necessary to complete a task. So usually like software installation, for example, okay? If you hear the term template, all that is a pre-designed form. So it saves you time. Why reinvent the wheel if somebody's already done it? Just, put your information into the template if it works for you. And then you may see the term macro sometimes. And all a macro is a little tiny program that sort of groups these series of commands. And it's built in inside of some of your application software. For example, sometimes if you open up a Word document that someone sent to you, it's like, are you sure that you want to get into editing mode rather than read only? Because once you get into editing mode, you sort of enable these macros. And sometimes there can be viruses inside the macros, which can, of course, affect your whole computer. We also have personal financial software and tax prep software. So this financial planning software helps you manage your daily finances. Okay. Some of these programs include electronic checkbook registers. I'm sure all of you guys have checkbooks, right? Automatic bill payment tools, super handy. You don't have to remember your due dates for things. You just set them up to pay. Make sure you check your bank accounts if you do have automatic bill pay to make sure the right amount's coming out, things like that. But using these features, you can make recurring monthly payments. So rent, student loans, credit cards, everything automatically scheduled. Okay. Tax prep software like TurboTax and H&R Block at Home lets you prepare your state and federal taxes on your own. And you don't have to go out and buy this stuff. Okay, you can do it totally for free online. If you have just a simple, W-2, and maybe you only worked on campus or you just have one job or whatever it happens to be, try to do your taxes on your own. You'll see it's super easy. You don't have to pay anyone. All the money goes right to you instead of to somebody else. And it's not hard, guys. Okay? If you have a more complicated thing, then yes, maybe seek out some help, unless you're a tax expert, which I am definitely not. But yeah, I do my own taxes, and so far, so good, right? And then there's other software like Quicken. So that's something that people with small businesses sometimes use, and that sort of integrates seamlessly with TurboTax, so making it easier for you to do your taxes, again, for yourself, even if you have a small business. Speaking of small business, okay, accounting software. This helps small business owners manage their finances more efficiently by providing tools for tracking accounts receivable and accounts payable. And then in addition, these applications offer inventory management, payroll, billing tools, so all kinds of good stuff. If your business requires newsletters, catalogs, annual reports, or any other sort of large, complicated publication, you might want to consider using DTP, which is desktop publishing software. Web authoring software allows even a novice to design these really cool and interactive web pages without knowing any HTML code at all. So definitely look into that if you want to, get a cool website up for your small business. If you want to dabble in HTML, it's not hard. There's lots of great tutorials online or books you can get, and you can make your own web page. Okay. What else? Vertical market software. That's designed for a specific industry. Okay. So, for example, like real estate. Okay. I can't give you a name off the top of my head as far as like a specific example of this software, but there's software designed specifically for real estate. Okay. So we would consider that to be vertical market software. That's what it's created for. That's what it's used for. You're not going to use it to like do your homework. You're going to use it if you're a real estate agent. Okay. We have CAD, which is computer aided design, and this helps you create automated designs, do really amazing technical drawings, or 3D model visualizations. Okay. And then there's home or landscape planning. So you can sort of like design your dream home or design like your dream garden or your, however you want your landscape to look. Okay. SketchUp Make is an example of this type of software. Multimedia software. This is required in order to produce computer games, animations, and movies. Photo and image editing software are used to edit photos. You got it. And then we have digital video editing software, which is used to refine videos. So there's all kinds of different software out there depending on what you want to do with it. Anything from like Photoshop, which is pretty expensive, to, I'm trying to think of the name of the Google one, Picasa. Okay, so like that's also photo editing software, which is totally free. It just depends what level do you want to take it to. Okay, and the same thing with the digital video editing software. You can go really high end, or you can even go free, just depending on what your needs are. Drawing software lets you create or edit 2D line-based drawings. Okay, you can use it to create technical diagrams or like original non-photographic drawings. You can use it to create animations, illustrations, all just using these standard tools. Okay, again, you can take it to a professional level like Illustrator. So Adobe Illustrator, which is the example of that we have here on this slide. Okay, it has a lot of tools that let you create like professional quality, creative, and technical illustrations. So again, depending on what level of software that you actually need. All right. Digital audio files. So like downloaded music files, audiobooks, or podcasts, you can actually, store those on your computer. MP3 is the most common audio compression format. But there are other compressed formats like AAC, which is what iTunes uses, and WMA, which is what Windows Media Player uses. Okay. You might also see uncompressed audio files on your computer, such as WAV files. Okay. And then we have digital audio applications that let you create and record your own audio files. Okay. A lot of these audio editing software include tools that make editing audio files really easy. And yet again, depending on your needs, you can find like some free stuff, or you can pay and have more options, more tools available to you. Okay.